And so anyway, that is kind of wraps it up. I would say again here that at this point there is hope, and the hope is that first of all, those Tea Party Republicans continue to refuse to sign anything that has Obama's signature or likeness on it, and then second of all that maybe we can convince our own senator here, Mr. Wyden, that he really ought not to support fast-track legislation. So.
I have two questions for you. What is written in the Constitution about who has the power to do trade agreements and treaties? And the second is, will food still be labeled with country of origin in these various treaties?
Yeah, the first question, maybe you can supply the answer to, because I can't. Oh, okay. Well, maybe someone in this room would have an idea about the U.S. Constitution and, in particular, the authority to sign this kind of legislation. Is that right?
Yeah, these kinds of treaties.
These kinds of treaties, yeah. I think treaties normally, have been administration responsibilities.
With the consent of the Senate. So
Yeah.
With the consent of the Senate, that's correct, yes.
without that, then that's how the treaty after the First World War, the League of Nations got voted down. So I don't know about these. I think it's certainly the Senate at least.
Yeah.
So what countries are involved in the TPP?
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll pass a couple of these things around. I'll just read from it first here. I think, like I say, I think there'll be almost enough for everybody here. But basically, there are 10 nations, and they are listed here on one of these. Yeah.
I packed up the salad and the tacos.
Let's see here.
Do you want me to put it away?
Okay, well, Vietnam, I've got it somewhere. Brunei, New Zealand, Australia,
Canada.
Pardon me?
Canada.
Yeah, Canada is on it. The United States. There are Pacific Islands. Pardon me?
Philippines.
The Philippines is a signatory to it as well, or they're negotiating in the Philippines as well. And so it does list it here, and I can't pull off here at the moment, but those are the countries. But the thing is that additional countries can join on. That makes this more significant than it might be otherwise. They have to be a Pacific Rim country and do their trading with across the Pacific. It's limited in geographic scope, but it basically is an open-ended, and it takes a while. It can't be, you just sign it immediately. It takes negotiations as well. But it's mainly Australia, New Zealand, and the countries, including Japan now, and Pacific Islands that are primarily signatories. Yes?
How is the United Nations figuring all this?
I don't know. It doesn't, no. Yeah, that's probably right, yeah. These kinds of things are normally separate from the United Nations. They don't get involved necessarily. There may be some aspects of it, but the one I can think of is the International Labor Organization, which is part of the United Nations, and they are the member organizations of the ILO are opposed to it. But the United Nations itself probably can't intercede in this issue. Sure.